Hello, I'm Ari. This time I'm going to teach everyone where, what kind of information, and how to gather it before and after a disaster strike. Preparing things like an emergency bag before a disaster and gathering accurate information after a disaster, both are very important. Let's take a closer look. First, I'll explain what you can do before a disaster happens. In addition to preparing an emergency bag, it's also very important to check the hazard map and decide on a way to communicate with your family. The first thing, the hazard map, is a map that shows areas considered dangerous in the event of a disaster, as well as evacuation sites. Check what the situation is like in the area where you live. The reason for deciding on a way to communicate is that, during a disaster, phones and the internet may not work. To be able to respond calmly without panicking, decide on a way to communicate in advance. For example, here are some possible methods. In particular, the last method, called the triangle communication method, is used when people B and C, who are in the disaster-affected area, cannot contact each other. In this case, both of them inform person A, who lives far away, of their safety, and A confirms it for both parties. Next, I will explain what to do after a disaster occurs. However, gathering information is extremely important. Do you know where you can get this information? For SNS and apps, check the official SNS accounts of Sakaido City and the Kagawa Prefecture Disaster Prevention Navi for updates. Next, for email notifications, there are emergency alert emails provided by telecommunications companies and the Kagawa Prefecture Disaster Information Email Service. Also, by checking TV and radio, you can gather information quickly. Choose the method that best suits your situation. Finally, there are two important points I want to share. First, make sure the information is accurate. Second, create your own timeline. First, regarding the first point, when a disaster occurs, people tend to feel anxious. As a result, incorrect information or rumors may spread. On the other hand, you also need to be very careful not to spread incorrect information yourself. A personal timeline is a plan that organizes in order when and where you and your family will evacuate. First, find out information such as the number and ages of your family members and how dangerous it would be if a disaster struck the area where you live. Next, decide who will do what, when, and how. By making these decisions, you will be able to act calmly even if a disaster occurs. Thank you for watching. Please watch the next video as well.